Do you want to build a gaming setup this year, but you don't know which gaming keyboard to get, and you're on a budget? Well, then this video is for you. What's up guys, my name is Faiz and I do tech reviews, mostly setup builds or setup guides, and also some PC builds in this channel. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, also turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload. So today we're going to be checking out the best budget gaming keyboards right under $50 you can get in 2021. Let's get right on into it. Alright, so the first keyboard is the RK61, which I like to call the all-rounder of this $50 budget gaming keyboards because it has everything you'll need. Like, it's the most popular keyboard, I think. It's the most popular keyboard. Like, it has everything you will need. Now, this is a 60% keyboard, which means it will take less space, but it doesn't have dedicated arrow keys or numpad. If you are just a casual gamer, you don't need those. But if you're an editor or anything, you might need those. So stick around because this might not be the keyboard for you. I have a lot of keyboards in this video, and but anyways, getting into the feature of the RK61, as I told you, it's a 60% keyboard. It is a mechanical keyboard, which means it comes in red switches, blue switches, brown switches. Now, if you don't know what mechanical and membrane differences are, what is the difference between these two types of switches? Mechanical switches come in 3, like at this price range, you cannot get any other than these 3, which is the red switches, blue switches, and brown switches. Red switches are not tactile or anything as the other two are. They are linear, they're quiet, they're not as quiet as the membrane ones, but they're really quiet, and streamers and content creators prefer to use that unless they have like really good mic from Rode or anything, you know. Now the blue switches are the most popular ones. They're really loud and tactile, and they have a clicky type of they are really clicky. And the brown ones are also tactile, but they are not as loud as the blues, but they're not as quiet as the reds. But they also have a bump type of feel when you're clicking it. Red ones are linear, and they're really quiet. Now the membrane ones are always cheaper, and they only come in one type. And if you're buying a membrane keyboard, do not buy cheap keyboards because they have really bad, and they even write on the titles mechanical feel, but they're worse than even membrane. So yeah, in this video I've chosen the Razer's membrane switches keyboards if you want a membrane keyboard. And yeah, membrane keyboards are a little bit mushy, but if you haven't used any mechanical keyboard before, it won't be a problem for you at all. So yeah, RK61 is a really good keyboard. It comes in these 3 switches for you. It has blue and black colors, and it has also 2 versions of it, RGB version and backlit version. The backlit version comes in 3 different colors: red, brown, and orange. You can choose any of these. It's no RGB, it's just an LED backlit lighting. Just for looks. You can just adjust the brightness or turn it off. It's a little bit more cheaper than the RGB version. The RGB version comes like normal one, and you can just turn it off. You can turn all these, you can full customize it as you want. And I really prefer the RGB version, but if you are not a fan of RGB, then you don't need to buy it. You don't need to waste money on it. You can just buy the backlit version. No difference. Everything is wireless. Yeah, by the way, both these keyboards are Bluetooth keyboards, but they have slight latency while used wireless. So if you're like trying to play really competitively, I really recommend playing wired. But if you're just relaxing and playing some normal and really easy games to play, you can use it wireless. It's your choice. It's chargeable, which means you can plug it in and use it wired. So yeah, really good keyboard RK61. I really recommend it for the most people, but If you don't, by the way, if you don't get the RK61 in your country or in the place you live, if you don't get it on Amazon or anything, I will leave some alternatives, exact same type keyboards in the description down below. Maybe the GK61, the DK61, the SK61. There are a lot of other keyboards that are exactly the same like this, but I really recommend this. And if you really need those dedicated arrow keys and you don't like the red switches, I prefer going with the RK70. I'll also link that in the description down below, which means it has 70 keys, dedicated arrow keys, and some extra keys. And no numpad, not even 10K, not 10 keyless. It's 70% keyboard. But it's a little bit more pricier, and it does not come in red switches, but it has some red accent on the keyboard's sides. And just a really good keyboards, both of them same features except no red switches, a little bit more different. RGB is exact same. So yeah, really prefer the RK61. I really recommend it. Now before we get into the next one, I really want to tell you guys, if you're interested in any of these items that I'm mentioning in this video, I'll have Amazon links in the description down below if you guys want to check them out. And I'm trying to I'm trying to put more international links than normal Amazon US links. International links means you can put you can use it like whenever you click the link, it'll take to the site where you have signed it, the site that if you are using, it will take you to site in the country which you're living. Like if you're living on Amazon in UK, it will take you to Amazon UK, or Canada, Amazon Canada, and US, Amazon US. So yeah, but I can't get all of those. I don't know why. I have a problem uploading international links, but I'm trying to do most of those. So yeah, check out the links in the description down below if you're interested in any of these items. So yeah, let's get into the next keyboard. Alright, so the next keyboard is a Razer Chroma. Now this is a really good budget $50 keyboard, and if you don't know Razer, it's like a really good company when it comes to gaming equipment. They have everything you would need for a gaming setup, except a desk, I guess. So yeah, but they're usually expensive. But this keyboard is Razer Chroma is one of the Razer's budget side keyboard. So it's just $50, which is our mark for which is our budget of this video. So yeah, really good keyboard, Razer Chroma. Now this is a membrane keyboard, not a mechanical keyboard. So it'll be a little bit more quieter, but it'll be a little bit more mushy. Now I know people who like membrane key switches a little bit more better than the mechanical ones. I don't know why. I like the mechanical ones, not the membrane ones. But if you haven't used any of the mechanical switches before, then you have no problem using the mechanical switches. You will have no problem using it. So yeah, now this is a full-size keyboard, which means it has dedicated arrow keys, numpad. Now this numpad will be really useful, especially if you are an editor. Now if you're planning on starting a YouTube channel or doing anything like that, this could really help you out. As I said, if you haven't used the mechanical switches or you are not a fan of one of those, then this is the best way to go, I guess. Now this has full RGB customization, including you can also customize it from the Razer Synapse, which is one of the best softwares that you can use to control your, like Redragon and all those companies' softwares are really buggy and laggy, while the Razers are the best, I guess, one of the best softwares. They have really good softwares, and yeah, really good keyboard. It has full RGB customization, and by the way, even if this is a membrane keyboard, it isn't that bad on the switches. Like if you get a cheap $5 keyboard and most of them shows mechanical feel, and it's worse than the normal membrane switches. Razer has really good membrane switches. Now, if you are not a fan of membrane switches, then this is not the keyboard for you. But if you are a fan of membrane switches, then this is perfect keyboard for you. It has everything you will need, but if you're just a gamer, you don't do editing or any of those, and this might be not the keyboard for you, especially if you don't have that much space on your desk. You have a little bit of small desk than a bigger desk, because this is a full-sized keyboard and it'll take a lot of space. So not good if you have a small desk. But anyways, it's a really good keyboard for some people who needs to use it. Like, every people has different opinion on different keyboards, and every people have different views to it, you know. So yeah, this Razer Chroma is a really good keyboard for some people who want to edit, who doesn't care about mechanical switches, who like Razers, especially if you are having a mouse from Razer, a headset from Razer, and this could be your keyboard from Razer, and you can customize all of these in one software, Razer Synapse, which is a really good software. It doesn't lag on anything, but anyways, you can just change the RGB from the keyboard itself, and it's a really good $50 keyboard. And there's nothing to say much about this keyboard. It's a really good keyboard. There's no reason not buying it unless you need a small keyboard and you don't like mechanical switches. Otherwise, I would definitely go with this keyboard. So yeah, really good keyboard, Razer Chroma. I really like it. I really recommend it. Now let's get to the next keyboard, which is the final keyboard for this budget video. By the way, if you need a cheaper alternative to this membrane keyboard, like, I might leave some alternatives in the description down below. Go check them out. And yeah, let's get into the next keyboard, which is really good budget keyboard, and it's for mechanical users. Alright, so the keyboard is the Redragon K552 Kumara. Now this is a $35 mechanical keyboard, 10 kilos keyboard, doesn't have the numpad, has the dedicated arrow keys. Now you can get this in red switches or brown switches, but it's mostly, I think the real one is the blue switches. You can all get, by the way, you can only get it in red switches and blue switches, not brown switches. Yeah. So you can, by the way, I don't think you can get it in red switches. Now, if you go to Amazon, if you search up Redragon K552, both of them will come. But before, it used to come only in blue switches. You can get it in red switches from now. I don't know if that is from the fake one or is it from the Redragon itself. I'm not sure, but I have tested it out, the red switches one also, and it's really good. It has no problem at all. It's exact same. Nothing to worry about. It's not like, duplicate version or anything. It's like the real full, everything is same, full RGB customization. It has full RGB, really good RGB. Now the thing I don't like about Redragon's keyboards are the font. Now it's not like a big deal or anything, but I really don't like Redragon's fonts. I don't know why, but if you're on a really good, like if you're on a really strict budget, then you are not gonna look at the fonts, and you're just gonna look at the the use, not the font, of course. And it's only $35, which is pretty good deal for a mechanical keyboard. It has a Cherry MX keyboard, really good keyboard. Cherry MX switches, mechanical switches, as I said, red switches and blue switches. Really good keyboard. I really recommend this keyboard. It has full RGB customization. It comes with a built-in software for your RGB customization, but I don't recommend it at all because it's so bad. I don't know, but you can customize the RGB from the keyboard itself, no problem. So yeah, really recommend this keyboard, Redragon K552. So yeah, that is it for this video. Hope this was helpful. Now if you want any of these keyboards, if you really want and you don't get it, I will leave alternatives to all of these keyboards in the description down below if you want to check them out. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you found your favorite keyboard, or I hope you found your budget keyboard for your use for your gaming setup. And yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like these, and also turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload. By the way, I'm planning to upload a top 5 mouse under $50 or something like that, and also a budget headsets setup, headsets video also. So if you aren't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.